Imagine a machine that solves problems faster than every computer on Earth combined. That machine is not science fiction anymore. It is called a quantum computer. Right now, a quiet race is happening between nations, companies, and scientists. The prize is control over the most powerful technology ever created. This technology is called quantum computing, and it is about to change everything. Banks, hospitals, militaries, and governments are all watching closely. Today, we are going to explore the quantum computing market in full detail. We will uncover why investors are pouring billions into this field. Quantum computing uses the strange rules of quantum physics to process information. Unlike normal computers, it does not rely on simple ones and zeros. Instead, it uses quantum bits known as qubits to represent multiple states at once. This allows quantum computers to perform many calculations simultaneously. A regular computer checks one possibility after another very quickly. A quantum computer checks many possibilities at the exact same time. This difference sounds small, but the impact is absolutely massive. Problems that would take thousands of years become solvable within minutes. That is why industries across the world are racing toward this breakthrough. Whoever masters quantum computing first gains a huge advantage. The global quantum computing market was valued at several $billion recently. Analysts predict it will grow at an incredible speed every year. Some reports suggest the market could multiply many times within the next decade. This growth rate is faster than most other emerging technologies today. Governments are investing heavily because quantum computing affects national security directly. Encryption systems that protect secrets could become breakable overnight. That single fact alone has triggered massive government funding worldwide. Countries do not want to fall behind in this critical race. The United States has committed billions of dollars toward quantum research programs. China has also announced massive investments into quantum laboratories and satellites. Europe created its own quantum strategy to remain competitive globally. Every major economy understands that quantum leadership means future dominance. Private companies are equally aggressive in pursuing quantum breakthroughs today. Technology giants see quantum computing as the next major frontier. IBM has built quantum computers that the public can access online. Google claimed quantum supremacy after solving a problem instantly. That problem would have taken a supercomputer thousands of years to finish. This moment shocked the entire scientific and technology community worldwide. Microsoft is developing its own approach using topological qubits for stability. Amazon offers quantum computing services through its cloud platform as well. These companies are not just building hardware, they are building ecosystems. Software tools, cloud access, and partnerships are all part of this race. Startups are also entering this space with fresh and bold ideas. Some focus on hardware, while others focus purely on software solutions. Investors are funding these startups because the potential rewards are enormous. Venture capital firms see quantum computing as a generational opportunity. The market is not just about building faster computers alone. It is about solving problems that were previously considered impossible to solve. Take drug discovery as one powerful example of quantum potential. Simulating molecules accurately requires immense computing power that classical computers struggle with. Quantum computers can simulate these molecules with remarkable speed and precision. This could dramatically shorten the time needed to develop new medicines. Imagine curing diseases years faster because of quantum-powered simulations. Pharmaceutical companies are already exploring partnerships with quantum computing firms. Finance is another industry being transformed by quantum computing technology. Portfolio optimization, risk analysis, and fraud detection all require massive calculations. Quantum algorithms can analyze financial data in ways never possible before. Banks are testing quantum solutions to gain a competitive trading edge. Logistics and supply chains also benefit greatly from quantum computing power. Finding the most efficient delivery routes involves countless variables and possibilities. Classical computers struggle when variables increase beyond a certain complex point. Quantum computers can handle this complexity with surprising efficiency and speed. Climate science is another field expecting major quantum computing breakthroughs soon. Modeling weather patterns and climate change requires enormous computational resources. Quantum simulations could help scientists predict climate shifts more accurately. This knowledge could guide better policies to protect our planet. Artificial intelligence and quantum computing are also becoming closely connected fields. Quantum machine learning could train models faster than ever before. This combination might unlock entirely new forms of artificial intelligence. Researchers believe this fusion could redefine what machines are capable of. Cybersecurity is perhaps the most urgent concern surrounding quantum computing development. Current encryption methods rely on math problems that are hard to solve. Quantum computers could potentially crack these problems in record time. This creates a serious risk for sensitive data across the internet. Governments and companies are now developing quantum-resistant encryption methods. This new field is called post-quantum cryptography, and it is booming. Cybersecurity firms are racing to protect data before quantum computers mature. This has created an entirely new market within the larger quantum industry. Despite this exciting progress, quantum computing still faces serious technical challenges. Qubits are extremely fragile and sensitive to their surrounding environment. Even tiny vibrations or temperature changes can cause errors in calculations. This problem is known as quantum decoherence, and it limits performance. Scientists are working hard to make qubits more stable and reliable. Error correction techniques are being developed to fix these persistent problems. Building a fully functional large-scale quantum computer remains incredibly difficult. Most current quantum computers are still considered experimental and limited. This stage of development is often called the noisy intermediate scale era. Quantum computers today can perform certain tasks, but not everything yet. Despite these limitations, progress is happening at a remarkably fast pace. Every year brings more stable qubits and improved quantum architectures. Companies are exploring different types of qubits, including superconducting and trapped ion. Each approach has unique advantages and unique technical challenges. Superconducting qubits are currently the most widely used and researched type. They require extremely cold temperatures close to absolute zero. Trapped ion qubits offer longer stability but are harder to scale quickly. Photonic qubits use light particles and offer different advantages entirely. This diversity of approaches shows how young this technology truly is. No single method has been declared the final winning solution yet. The competition between these approaches is actually healthy for innovation. It pushes every research team to improve their designs continuously. Talent is another major factor shaping the quantum computing market today. Universities are launching new programs focused entirely on quantum science. Students are being trained as the next generation of quantum engineers. Demand for quantum-skilled workers is rapidly outpacing current supply levels. Companies are offering high salaries to attract top quantum computing talent. This talent shortage is actually slowing down some development timelines. Education and training will play a huge role in future growth. Countries investing in quantum education today will lead the market tomorrow. Investment trends reveal just how seriously the world takes this technology. Billions of dollars have flowed into quantum startups over recent years. Major venture capital firms are placing large bets on quantum companies. Governments are matching private investment through generous grants and programs. This combined funding is accelerating research at an unprecedented historical pace. Breakthroughs that seemed decades away are now arriving much sooner. Stock markets are also reacting to news from the quantum sector. Companies announcing quantum breakthroughs often see significant increases in valuation. Investors are watching closely for the next major quantum milestone announcement. Even small progress updates can move markets and attract attention. This shows how much confidence exists in quantum computing potential. People believe this technology will reshape entire global industries permanently. Some experts compare this moment to the early days of computing. Just like early computers seemed impractical, quantum computers face similar skepticism. However, history shows that transformative technologies often start slow and clumsy. Quantum computing may follow the exact same inspiring pattern. Cloud-based quantum computing is making this technology more accessible today. Companies do not need to build their own expensive quantum hardware. Instead, they can rent quantum computing power through cloud platforms directly. This model is often called quantum computing as a service. This approach lowers the barrier for businesses wanting to experiment early. Smaller companies can now access quantum tools without massive upfront costs. This democratization of access could accelerate innovation across many different sectors. More experimentation often leads to faster and unexpected discoveries. Partnerships between industries and quantum companies are becoming increasingly common today. Automotive companies are exploring quantum solutions for battery chemistry research. Aerospace companies are studying quantum computing for complex material science problems. Energy companies are investigating quantum solutions for grid optimization challenges. These partnerships show quantum computing is not limited to laboratories alone. Real-world applications are being tested across many practical industries now. This cross-industry interest strengthens the entire quantum computing market ecosystem. It creates more funding, more research, and more practical breakthroughs. Regulation is another factor that will shape the quantum computing market. Governments must decide how to manage this powerful emerging technology responsibly. Rules around data security, export controls, and research collaboration are developing. These regulations will influence how quickly the market can expand. Ethical questions are also emerging as quantum computing power grows stronger. Who controls this technology and how it gets used matters greatly. Balancing innovation with responsibility will be a major ongoing challenge. Society must ensure this technology benefits everyone rather than just a few. Looking ahead, analysts expect the quantum computing market to expand significantly. Multiple reports project continued strong growth over the coming decade. Some predict quantum computing could become a trillion-dollar industry eventually. This estimate includes hardware, software services, and related supporting industries. As qubits become more stable, practical applications will increase rapidly. Industries currently experimenting will move toward full-scale implementation soon. This transition could unlock massive economic value across global markets. Entirely new companies and industries may emerge from this transformation. Just like the internet created industries nobody could have predicted before, quantum computing could spark similar unexpected waves of innovation ahead. The race for quantum advantage is not just about raw speed. It is about who can solve humanity's hardest problems first. From curing diseases to solving climate change, quantum computing offers hope. This technology could become one of the most important tools ever built. Of course, challenges remain and progress will not always be smooth. Setbacks and slow periods should be expected along this exciting journey. But the overall direction is clear and the momentum keeps building. Quantum computing is moving from theory into practical global reality. Every major country, every tech giant, and countless startups are involved. This level of global commitment rarely happens for any single technology. It shows just how transformative quantum computing is expected to become. The stakes are simply too high for anyone to ignore. As we wrap up this exploration, one thing becomes incredibly clear. Quantum computing is not just another passing technology trend today. It represents a fundamental shift in how humanity processes information forever. The market surrounding this technology will only continue growing stronger. Whether you are an investor, a student, or simply curious, this matters. Quantum computing will likely touch your life sooner than expected. The coming years will reveal breakthroughs we cannot yet fully imagine. Stay curious, stay informed, and watch this incredible story unfold. The quantum revolution has already begun quietly in laboratories worldwide. Soon, its effects will be visible in everyday life everywhere. This is more than a technological shift, it is a turning point. History may look back at this era as truly defining. Thank you for exploring the quantum computing market with us today. Understanding this technology now prepares you for the future ahead.